Come with me to go snap some beans. I just spilled half my coffee trying to get on my side-by-side. We're going to ride to the store real quick and get us something to drink first. It's hot. And it's only 10. All right, I'm down here at my neighbor's house, and she's going to show me how to snap beans and then can them. Here's my neighbor right here. She's a sweet lady. I love her to death. I just got here, and this is what she's already done. And I got my little bitty bowl, and she's been working on this big bowl this whole time. I did stop and get her a cold drink. It's hotter than Satan's booty crack.
Yes.
All right, so she's going to show you how to snap a bean.
But sometimes you'll find them.
Find what?
Find a bean. See, that's not big enough. You'll find beans like I showed you, like these.
And you just take them out and you just cook them like that.
Yeah, they call them Shelly beans.
So how are you snapping these beans? Show people that ain't never snapped a bean how to do it.
You just break the ends off like that. And if there's any strings, you pull them off.
I've been snapping beans since I was a kid. This brings me back. Sitting in the front yard with my grandma and her friends. Just snapping beans for hours.
That's my little Izzy May.
You want a green bean? After you get them all snapped, you want to wash them really good. Apparently, you're supposed to cram them in there.
That's right. Just shake them.
Just shove them in there.
And I tell you what, a wide mouth jar works better.
Oh, I had some of them at home.
Well, that's okay. That's just
that's all right.
That way you can get your hand in there and mash them. You know.
I got a tiny hand.
Well, go for it. Okay.
How full you do it?
Just like that. Okay. Now you take.
Okay. How much salt?
Teaspoon.
You ain't got to use pickling salt.
Nope.
Okay.
That's you right there. That's all you do.
That's it?
That's it. Add water to it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right, so take a warm jar.
Take a warm jar.
Shove them in there.
Shove them in there. And when that gets really hot, I'm going to, see, I got to take it and pour it in that pot out there because it's boiled down about that much.
Oh, okay. And y'all thought I was country. Y'all hear how she talks?
Well, I'm afraid to even look at it the way I talk.
Listen, your husband's the one that told me worser was a word.
Worser.
Mm-hmm.
Because he made it up.
Well, that's all right. It's a good word. Now, shove them in there.
Okay.
Now, Maria's got this thing that's you shove in there to get bubbles and stuff out. Whoops, I dropped one.
It might be in this thing.
I dropped one.
Do you think that might be
that?
it?
No, that's the lid picker upper thingy. Ain't it? Ain't that a magnet? That's a magnet where you pick. That's a lid picker upper thing.
That might be a lid picker upper, but I pick it up like this.
Well, I was told that you're supposed to put vinegar on your lids and all. What are you rolling your eyes at me for?
That's what I told you. What works for me.
What works for you?
That's it.
Listen, people might like you and better than me, and they'll be like, let's do cooking with my neighbor.
Is my way.
This is your way. All right. So I put a teaspoon of salt, a whole teaspoon.
Whole teaspoon.
That's a lot of salt.
Huh? When you open the can up, the jar later, you can drain the water off.
So what's the salt do?
Preserves it.
Really?
What I think.
I'm telling you, I'm learning new things, and I'm videoing this not only to show other people, but so I'll remember later.
That's the way you're gonna learn is hands-on.
Who taught you how to cook? Your mama?
Watching my grandma and mama.
I always thought you were supposed to use that pickling salt, that fancy salt. You ain't got to.
Somebody might do it, but not this girl. Not this country chick.
So next time I need to use a wider mouth. That's what she said.
Well,
5 bowls of boiling oil.
5 bowls. of boiling oil.
And then after I had about 3 or 4 glasses of cardboard dough,
You could really say
it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. My accent was pretty terrible, actually. Your country's showing. So what's the boiling water on the stove for? Is that where we put the boiling water in the in the jars?
I'm gonna put it in the jars
Okay.
and slowly.
So it don't crack the glass.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hands on. Can't learn if you don't do it. You ever busted a jar doing this?
Yeah. I think it's like sewing. If you don't sew your finger, you will never be a seamstress.
You sewed your finger?
Oh, honey, I've sewed my finger. I was sewing Haley's white pants one day, him and them. And I sewed my finger. I did.
To the dress or to the breeches?
The needle went through my finger, and I pulled it. And when it did, it pulled the needle through my finger, and it bled on her white pants.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Do you tighten it?
Tighten her down. Bring you a dish towel that you had.
Okay.
Because you're gonna carry them out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because they're hot.
If you don't, you'll burn your boots.
Well, we don't want to
I
burn
hope you go home with blisters on your
on my tatas.
boot. Yeah. Tighten them as you go. Just go in slowly. It won't bite you.
I know it ain't gonna bite me, but you said slow, so I'm trying to go slow.
Okay. You check see if there's any tears or anything in it, and there's not. And you sit that on there, and that's it. You wait, and that pressure builds, it'll get to dancing, and it's got to dance. You got a timer, it's got to cook for 15 minutes, just like that.
Well, there it is. It's starting to dance. All right. That's it?
That's it.
Woo!
There you go.
Woo!
Just hold them real tight. See, that's the way they'll look.
I got them real tight. They're still a bubbling.
I mean, it's easy to
We got 5 jars. Look at that. Ain't that something? Thank you so much for helping me and teaching me how.
But we'll do tomatoes next.
Okay. We'll learn how to do tomatoes next.
Tomatoes.
Y'all have a good day. Love you. Bye.